So how can your business build a good reputation in Canada? There's a link here in the description. We help businesses of different sizes at different stages in this journey to build a success in Canada. The first thing to know is that in Canada, reputation of a business comes from showing that you know what you're doing. What does that mean? Well, to make it clearer, let's look at first 3 typical blind spots. In other words, 3 things that businesses think they're doing right, but they're doing wrong. Let's look at what they are. The first thing is your reputation in Canada does not come necessarily from talking about how long you've been in business, talking about who are your clients, how big they are in your country of origin, and how large you are, how many employees you have, and etc. It does not come from what I call these demographics of your business, okay? That's not what makes a difference here. Also, a lack of a proven track record with very similar clients is seen as too risky. What do I mean by that? Think about the situation, for example, where you're talking to a prospect, a potential client in Canada, and they ask you, but tell me how you solved a problem exactly like the problem that I have for a client exactly like mine. You may feel tempted to say, well, you know what, actually, we can solve anybody's problems of any size, of any sector. Look at, for example, this other problem that we solve for this other type of client. It shows how creative and how competent we are. You're not causing the impression you hope you were causing on your client. Actually, you're emphasizing that you do not have a proven track record. So it's really important to be able to show to them that you have solved a very similar problem for somebody very similar to them. That's what I mean here. Lack of proven track record in very similar situation is going to be seen, perceived in Canada as too risky. People will say, hang on a second, you never solved a problem for somebody like me, a problem like the one I have. Let me wait. I'm going to sit out and I'm going to wait until you have solved a problem for somebody like me, and then you may talk to me. In other words, they want to see who has bought from you first here in my reality. The third thing is that lack of planning, a very clear, detailed, intentional planning. When you talk to somebody in Canada, you need to be able to convey to them that you have a plan that has a good level of detail, because the absence of that is not seen as creative. Oh, we're so good that we don't need a plan. We're so experienced that we can step into a situation and then we're going to figure out what's needed. We're going to deliver for you. People are not going to perceive that inspiring of confidence. They're going to perceive that as being very amateur, very amateuristic. So how do you then boost the reputation? I talked here before now about things that you may think help with your reputation, but they don't really. Let's look at very clear 4 points here. Now, 4 examples of how you can make sure in Canada people will perceive your reputation as being strong. First thing, a one-pager, being able to communicate what you do, what kind of problem you solve in one page is very important, because people have a lot of competition for their attention. They want to see very quickly why they should dedicate more time to you. So one pager showing that you understand which problems that you solve better than your competitors. The second thing you really need to do, you need to show that you already solve problems that are very similar to the ones that they have, right? This is going to boost their confidence. They're going to say, okay, they know what they're doing. They've done it before. They're going to be able to do it for me. It's not about, oh, they're so fantastic that no matter what kind of problem, they're going to be able to figure it out. Canadians don't think like that. They think track record. So understanding the pain points in very similar situations, it's very important to boost the confidence, right? The third point is you need to be able to articulate, to communicate very clearly why Canada. It cannot just be, oh, because we're great everywhere, you have this problem in Canada that we can solve, so we're here to get clients. People see beyond that. People want to see that you're committed to Canada beyond to just selling to Canadians, that you're here to do some innovation, that you're here because a presence in Canada provides some strategic advantage to the growth of your business, especially the international growth of your business. So it's important to articulate and communicate why you're in Canada. Also very important depending on who you're talking to have a solid business plan that shows that you are a reliable business partner, right? The existence of a business plan, so they're reliable, they do their homework, they plan accordingly, they think about the pros and cons, they think about the different aspects of what may come next. You cannot be perceived in Canada as an improviser, as somebody who is gonna, I'm so good, no matter what the situation is gonna be, I'm gonna be able to deliver results. That's not something that Canadians are gonna buy. Canadians will want to see details. They will want to see your idea very well articulated in a summary material. They will want to see that you understand what their pains are. Why are you in Canada? What's your plan? What you're going to be doing here. So this is how you boost your reputation in Canada, by showing that you know what you're doing. Okay? And how do you do all that? Do you need help to build a reputation in Canada? We have our program, Your Business in Canada. Here's the link in the description. Thank you, and talk to you soon.